help you overcome a mindset that keeps you stuck, keeps you from reaching your goals. It is something that I see in so many of my patients. And I'm going to share with you today a story of one of my patients and a little about myself as well. This is a patient who wanted to resolve their heartburn, lose some weight, and lower their cholesterol, among a few other goals. I gave them a meal plan and a supplement plan, and then at follow-ups we go over exercise and other components of being healthy. And they would do really well for a couple of days, maybe even a week, and then afterwards would backtrack and stop exercising. Or when they had a lunch with one of their coworkers, would order something that was not healthy for them. Maybe they stopped and got fast food on the way home because they didn't have time to meal prep and it was late and they didn't want to come home and have to make something. They just wanted something that was very comforting because they had a long work day. On the weekends, this is another way that you can self-sabotage. They would drink with their friends, go out to a restaurant and have a nice dinner and a drink or two, or go to a friend's house and have a couple of drinks. The weight would come back a little bit. The reflux would be back. Even the labs, didn't look that great after 3 months. A small improvement, but not very much. It was so frustrating for this patient to be like, what is going on? I know what to do. It works, but I don't keep doing it. You might be able to relate to this. I'm sure you've seen, even if it's not with your health, maybe it's been with your finances where you were paying something off really well and then you made a big purchase and then you're like, oh shoot. I know for myself, I can struggle even with making these videos. I am trying to make everything look really good, and so then I'm like, oh, I can't be perfect with it, so I'm not going to even shoot this video. If you haven't picked up on it yet, the mindset that can hold you back, that was holding my patient back, and could hold me back from making these videos, is an all or nothing mindset. Before I go into more details about the all or nothing mindset, let's just make sure we're on the same page here with what is mindset. Mindset is how you view the world. It is the meaning that you give to the experiences that you have. An all or nothing mindset means that when you slip up or you do something that you hadn't planned, the meaning that you give it is that you're completely off, you've completely failed, and you're done. At least for that, time. You're either not gonna do the thing that you said you're gonna do, or you're gonna put it off for several days and just keep doing the things that are off of your plan. An all or nothing mindset means that you have to do it 100% perfectly, or you might as well not do it at all. Why would we have such a mindset? Because of fear. Fear gets rid of the gray zone, kind of keeps us in black or white. It's just yes or no, there's no nuance, there's no ability to kind of stretch the rules or go outside of your boundaries. The fear is oftentimes a fear of failure. This could be because you just don't feel like it's going to meet up to your own expectations, which is perfectionism, or maybe it's a failure of others' expectations, which is our own insecurities or low self-esteem. For myself, if I can't put together the perfect YouTube video and have all the studies or all the organization I need, I might as well not even do that video. That's a combination for me, both of my own standards of needing to be completely excellent in everything I do, and also, well, if it's not the most amazing and professional video ever, then it's not really going to be helping other people or might not meet their expectations. That fear can really keep us trapped in this self-sabotage loop. So then when we slip up, we can feel like we just failed. Instead of saying, oh, I made a mistake, let me learn from that and keep going, we say, oh, well, then I'm not even trying. I'm going to have drinks this weekend, so I'm not even going to be on plan this weekend. I might as well just wake up and have donuts for breakfast because, hey, I'm having drinks tonight. You can see how this can really spiral into you doing a bunch of things that makes you go backwards away from your goal. And so in total for the week, you haven't made any progress, even though you had several good days. This mindset can apply, like I said, to so many different topics, but I see it all the time with my patients. We're gonna talk about how do you get through this. Now that you know the root cause of it, which is the fear of failure, let's talk about what we can do instead. The trick is in learning how to not be perfect and yet still constantly get better and succeed. Stick with me for a second because this can be a little confusing. We can have an all or nothing mindset about getting rid of the all or nothing mindset. Sometimes when I'm working through this with a patient, they're then like, oh, okay, I need to get rid of these rules, not try to be perfect all the time. So I'm just gonna eat what I want more often and not feel bad about it. And I'm gonna stay up later or skip my workouts and it's okay. That's not what we're talking about either. That's actually kind of saying, well, I was all the time and now I'm just gonna be nothing all the time. Instead, what I'm saying we wanna try to achieve is a balanced mindset. The all or nothing mindset, the kind of root cause or trigger for that is this fear of failure, or just fear. The balanced mindset, that is triggered by and fueled by self-care. What does self-care look like? What does that mean? The easiest way sometimes for us to understand this is think about someone that you love and care for. Think about a child, or if you're young and watching this, maybe a younger sibling. I'm sure there's a lot of things about this person that you wish they would improve upon and that you're going to help them to continue to grow through, ways that they might frustrate you or things that they do. And yet, you still love them, you don't make them feel like a failure, you don't make them feel guilty or shameful. A balanced mindset based on self-care means caring for ourselves, loving ourselves enough regardless of how we're performing, but loving ourselves in a way that we're going to want ourselves to be better and to continue growing. Self-care really looks like being intuitive. Rather than just following a set of rules, it's kind of asking yourself, what is your body trying to tell you? Are you full? Are you really hungry? Are you just having a craving? Are you maybe thirsty? Intuition is also, of course, listening to your heart, your emotions, and your mind, your thoughts, allowing what you hear from those places to influence what you're going to do that day and what your decisions are. This will allow you to overcome just being stuck following the rules. And that way you don't feel as repressed and restricted. You don't have this rebelliousness start to build up within you that's going to make you go off of your plan. A lot of people have not listened to themselves in a long time, so they're like, hey, just give me a plan. Just tell me what to eat. And we do give a food guide to our clients, but it is really just like a guideline. This is a starting point. What you do in terms of how much you actually eat of these foods or how often is based on your intuition, your self-care, this balanced mindset. Another way that we can help ourselves to have a more balanced mindset is to be able to listen to your needs, to know what it is that your body needs at that time. A lot of us have spent our days taking care of other people and we forget to listen to ourselves. This is especially common of mothers, and we might not really know what our needs are, and we're definitely not communicating them to other people and making sure they're getting met. So self-care is knowing, do you need to maybe cancel something that you were going to go to and just take some time at home to fill up your cup? Do you need to go to bed earlier tonight? Or maybe you need to get some social time with people and get out of your house. When you do this, you're going to have, again, less of this fear building up within you that's going to scoot your mindset over to that all or nothing mindset. These strategies can help to prevent you from going to an all or nothing mindset and to allow yourself to not have this rebelliousness build up inside, but we're still going to slip up. We're still going to make mistakes. What do you do when that happens? And that, for self-care, means we're going to give ourselves grace. When it's, a small thing and we decided that we're going to work out for 20 minutes instead of 45, we're going to give ourselves grace for that. Just like we would for someone that we love, who didn't do exactly what they said they were going to do. If it's a big slip up, maybe you went all out on the weekend or on your vacation or family trip and you come back and you're almost the same weight that you were when you were starting your journey. Maybe we give ourselves forgiveness for that. There's really no way to fail on your health journey. Let me say that again. There is no way to fail on your health journey unless you give up. If you have this balanced mindset, when you do slip up, you're learning from it. And it's going to continue to allow you to be better and better and have greater chances of success. That's a good thing. If you do end up eating something that wasn't on your plan, you can ask yourself, what were some of the reasons I did this? Am I not planning out ahead of time? Am I not taking time to actually think through what my goals are and what I'm wanting to achieve? Or maybe I'm having this emotional eating or stress eating and it's overwhelming what my plans are. If you can learn what your triggers are for doing things that are off of your plan, then you can start to address those things so that you're no longer triggered. That's all good news. So you do not need to have guilt or shame or even really disappointment, as long as you are learning from your slip-ups or your mistakes. I hope this was helpful for you. I know it was encouraging for me. We all need to be reminded that we're not perfect. We shouldn't expect ourselves to be. We shouldn't try to meet others' expectations of us. And that we should really try to look at ourselves with more self-care. Mindset is one of my favorite topics with my patients and with you. If you're looking for more on this topic, check out my podcast that's in the caption. And make sure to like and subscribe to the video and hit the notifications bell, and we'll talk soon.